7 and ABC News. Thank you for helping out last year to spread the word about the Face Mask Warrior Project. Thank you also for being such a champion for the story of the Imagine Peace Foundation and my new book as it begins its journey into the world. I know your husband to Tiffany, and I know you have two beautiful children, and I know that as a father you really want to connect through the dream of a peaceful future for them and for your generations to come. So thank you. I also want to thank each of you for stepping up and supporting a day of imagining peace and to celebrate a day of transformation. So thank you all for coming today. You know, it's funny, as I was getting ready, I had an epiphany. I don't know if any of you have ever been in the shower or brushing your teeth and getting dressed and you have an epiphany. So I had an epiphany today. And when I was putting the dress on, I was thinking about all the different pieces and the colors and the personality in each piece of the quilt that was so carefully put together. And it reminds me of looking out today and thinking of all of you and all your beautiful colors and spirits and your souls. So I really want to thank you so much for coming out. And as the day goes on, you get to hear some words and some beautiful music. I hope you're inspired, and I wish the highest and most benevolent outcome for today for each one of you, that it touches your spirit in just the way it's supposed to. So, thank you. There is a place beyond the space of earth that calls to me. I am beckoned to find my voice and imagination, to give them wings to fly beyond the worldly thoughts of practicality and reason, to a place where peace is possible, one breath, one thought transformed, one vision at a time. Join hands with me as we reach beyond the heavens and the stars to remember how special we are, and in that reaching to create a place that reflects joy, appreciation, and acceptance in the lives of those that are touched. Sweet inspiration, take hold and wrap us in your embrace as we embark on this wonderful journey of love. That poem was originally written in 2002, not unlike our recent times. I was caring for my new grandson, Alex. He's here. His mom recovered from a series of surgeries, and I had the honor of taking care of him while she healed. One night after he was in bed, I watched an Oprah episode that I had recorded. She was a mentor to me back then and didn't even know it. And that night, it was Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. It happened to be that she was playing his I Have a Dream speech. And I was inspired, and I stayed up until 2 a.m. to write my dream of a special place, a place where people could come together, a sanctuary for peace, exploration, and acceptance. After hiring and working with a life coach, that poem was put on the invitation to invite 40 people to my home to share my vision of a more peaceful world. And I was surprised that 36 people actually showed up, and I launched the steps to what is now the Imagine Peace Foundation. I dedicated it to making peace one person at a time. These poems have been my soul's journey. Imagine Peace Foundation has been in my heart since I was a child, playing in the backyard and dreaming of peace in the 60s and 70s. The book was designed to be a poetry and art book, a full-color coffee table book that feels good to touch and hold, a book that can connect people to charities. It was a blog that I started during the financial housing crisis in 2008, when there were so many people and charities that were really struggling financially. You may remember that time. My charity was put on hold for a time while I had to get a corporate job to make ends meet. And I was crushed. I had to put my charity and its vision on hold. But I remember one especially painful day when the realization that things would be put on hold can be especially hard, and I went to the mountains. I sat under a huge pine tree and cried. That's what I do sometimes. Then with a torn piece of paper and a broken pencil that I had in my pocket, I did what I do, and I put my emotions out on paper. I wrote a poem called Wisdom in the Silence. That's now the nature section of my book. That torn piece of paper was in the file cabinet with the dirt from that day, a reminder that life goes on after the disappointment of loss. My transformation came with the ability to surrender. I wanted to embrace charities across the globe with the goal to bring them prosperity during these challenging times once again. I wanted them to feel a connection. Let them know they are cared for even though we've never met. The mission behind the book is to pay honor to the charities within the pages of the book, appreciate the photographer's artistry, and enjoy the poems. May the book take you on a sacred journey to transforming your emotions.